We want to react with our subscribers. If you have like 3 videos that you want to show us and react to with us, we'll do an online hangout, fangirl, and react together.
Hey everybody, it's Megs, and I'm still here with Heather. We're gonna watch one of BTS's interviews that they did while they're here doing the AMAs. We don't know when this will be edited, so this could be like a month from now. So the hype will probably have died down. But
it'll be old news by then.
I know, for reals. But you know, people will still be looking things up about BTS, and so hopefully we'll get some love. I haven't watched this interview. Have you watched it?
Yes. Yeah, only about 15 times.
Oh yeah? Is this the one that everybody's loving?
Yes, it is so good. I watched it the first probably 3 times. I cried. It was so good.
Oh, really?
I'm not going to cry here because I don't cry in front of people.
I do.
But yeah, it is very, very good.
Do you know this guy?
No, I've never even heard of him before until this interview.
And so now everybody's going to love him.
Yes. There's so many ARMY on Twitter like asking for his address because they're sending him gifts and stuff. I'm like, that guy has no clue what he just did.
So what is his show? Like, do we know?
He kind of just does random stuff, it seems like. His Twitter says, I interview people and I am on your, I think that's a radio emoticon. Call or text me.
Everybody else that they've been interviewing with are not fans. Like, and so they're like, hey, for the people who don't know you, let's get to know you a little bit better. But it's like, why aren't you catering to the people who already know and love them and appreciate them and want to know, like, more of the details of what's going on in their life? Because we know all of the background stuff because we're ARMY. That's why they're here, is because of us. So why aren't people catering to the already existing ARMY? That's kind of been what I've been going crazy about, is that
if you get the chance to interview BTS, don't ask questions that you can Google in 2 seconds. Like, you know, make it worth your time and their time. That's my thoughts.
We can do that on our own. But having an actual conversation with them and asking them very pointed questions, like, we don't have that opportunity. So take that time. I can't stand it because these people have no idea. I wish that an ARMY was doing the interviewing. I wish an ARMY was the one that was introducing them to America. Because these famous people have no idea who they are. And it's just like, oh, you probably can't even tell them apart. Like, they tell you their names, and you're like, oh, you all look the same. Like, you know that's what they're thinking. Let's watch it. I'm excited. Yeah.
You know, he actually asked the questions that we wanted to know. Makes a big difference.
Zach, thank you. Before I even begin, thank you.
If I ever meet him in person, even if it's 10 years down the road, I'm giving him a hug for that interview. Doesn't matter how long it has gone by. I'm giving him a hug for it.
Ready, set, go.
It's the Zach Sang Show. We are backstage at the AMAs, and I'm with BTS.
You're with BTS.
Oh. And it's an honor to be with you guys.
Oh, it's an honor to, you know, like, be here.
Is it really? I mean, this is beyond a dream, because I feel like you guys, your dream to perform and to eventually become idols, right?
Right.
But to crack Western pop culture, it's really never been done.
Well, it did with Psy a little bit.
I don't know if you guys can't see our face or something, but we can't still believe it. I mean, like, it's still unbelievable for us.
What was your dream growing up? Like, when you first realized that you wanted to sing, like, what was your end goal? What did you want to see yourself do?
Go to the Billboard.
Yeah, go to the Billboard. Get on the Billboard chart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's a dream for everyone, every artist.
You guys are doing it not just by creating incredible music, right? You're working with Steve Aoki, you're working with designer, but your music embodies change, and it fuels change, right? It's about the belief of the next generation of our world.
You feel that? Thanks for saying that.
Come on.
Gives me goosebumps.
Oh, really?
He looks so happy when he's asking these questions. He's like, you get us. It's,
lyrics that are
it makes my heart so happy.
Right.
You're proving that music is without borders.
Music truly transcends languages. We believe that. We believe that.
And when you come up with your lyrics, I mean, it's fueled by your own life. Like, you've released songs about you know, going to school and being turned into studying machines.
That's correct. I mean, you know us.
You
Do
know
you feel like
us.
that's a risky move?
How did you know that?
To create those types of conversations?
That's truly, like you said, it can be a risky move, but you know, like if somebody got to say that, I think it should be us. You know, like why don't we say that? Like somebody needs to say about those topics, right?
They do.
Yeah, except parties, or you know, parties are good, but still, we need to talk about school. You know, like that.
Do you feel pressure being in your position and
I know.
being idolized by so many?
You know, it would be a lie if we don't
Sometimes.
feel any pressure. 말해줘 형아, 말하고 싶은 거 있으면.
그냥 가끔씩 느끼지만.
I love that Shug is like, I understand this question, but I can't answer it.
So
His
he said
answer's so good,
basically,
too.
We're saying that there are some stories that only we can tell. He thinks that there's some stories that only BTS can tell, so we just tell him about it.
Because you're the only people who can tell it, it's worth the pressure that comes along with the job that you've signed up for.
It's worth the pressure, and I can say that our fans ARMY, like, they are showing, they are proving us. They're proving it was not wrong.
I mean, this journey isn't an easy one, right? The idea that you walk out and you now have security with you, and you've released.
I love that he's looking at everybody.
Yeah, and not just Ratman.
Acknowledging that there are 7
Right.
human beings in the room.
Yes,
You have to
yes,
run
not
with
just
what BTS
Ratman,
is
the only
now.
one,
Right.
yeah.
It is hard, right, to walk in your shoes. I mean, it is with fame and really cool clothes and great music, but do you have...
It's just the thing, you know. It's just the
it's
outlet.
material.
Yeah, it's material.
Well, you guys write about often, too. You know, that material is just material. How do you cope? How do you stay in touch with yourselves as individuals throughout this entire thing?
약간 겉과 다른 속이 약간
Oh my
어떤
gosh.
다른 그런 모순에
Sorry,
대해서
I'm
어떻게
distracted
느끼는지.
by
시간이랑
V
후기가 많이
and
좀
Jungkook.
약간
Are they
이런
cute? They're
우리가
so adorable.
뭐 모순들이나 이렇게 하면서 힘들었던 시절들이나
뭐 크게 그때랑 달라진 거는 별로 없는데 뭐랄까 그냥
They look so
그냥
good.
계속해서 그냥 우리는 우리 걸 하고 있는데 많은 사람들이 사랑해 주시니까 거기에 대해서 약간의 그 신기함과 놀라움을 가지고 있지만 막 그게 부정적이지는 않는 것 같아요.
He said, not actually, you know, exactly, not much things have changed. You know, we were doing our own things at that time in 2013, and we're still doing it in 2017. But many people, he said he's thankful, you know, because many people feeling it, loving it, and now we're here.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your work with UNICEF?
Oh yeah!
Please?
Thanks for saying that. Thanks for saying that. So we're doing a campaign called BTS Love Myself, Love Myself campaign. So it's like
all of their faces are like,
related
yes.
with end violence campaign, because I think BTS words and lyrics have a serious relationships with all the violences in the world.
Yes.
So we're doing that, and I hope that people reminds this word Love Myself, because of this campaign, and I hope they can love themselves more. That's it.
I think that's a really a needed reminder that I think a lot of people forget.
Thank you.
How do you remind yourselves to love yourselves as individuals and not as BTS? Like,
that's a good question too.
자신을 사랑하는 방법이 혹시 있을까요?
You can answer.
남이랑 비교하면 안 됩니다. 그거는 정말 맞는 말이에요.
자기가 하고 싶은 것을 하면서 자기 것을 찾아가는 게 가장 가까운 방법이 아닌가 싶어요.
So Suga said, please
recording.
don't compare to yourself to others. And J-Hope said, trying to find my dreams and, something that I really wanted to achieve is the best way to love myself. Yeah. And I think, simply just tell yourself, call your name. If you're, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Zach.
I love this part.
Zach, is that right?
Yeah.
So if I'm Zach, I'll tell myself, like, Zach, you're doing just great. Zach, I love you. It's just, hitting your shoulders. Yeah, 3 times a day. Okay. I mean, that can change
So
yourself.
cute.
Yeah, I believe that. So I'm really doing it to myself.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just a simple start.
Love it. Truly.
Yeah, Zach, you're doing great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for telling that.
Designer Shibayoki mic drop, right? That's going to be, the big single. Does anybody in the group have a goal of learning English fluently?
너무 공부하고 싶은 멤버 있나요, 혹시?
Of course.
Yeah.
Me. A B C D E F G.
This is the beginning start.
Wow.
I mean, I want to tell about these members' developments. Since it's radio station, they cannot say many things, but they tried to memorize some words for the series interview, and they just, I think they're practicing, they're studying.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I mean, I just keep
Good job, guys.
release music. My
I know, right?
Using
They've been doing really well. I've been impressed.
What you're doing with music and
Keep
how you're
using Korean lyrics. Yes, thank you.
Realizing that one person's struggle on one side of the globe is the same as somebody's struggle here. It's a big deal. So
it is a big deal.
You're doing a lot of good. Truly.
Thank you.
Truly,
Thank you. We're so consoled.
It's very cool.
Thanks.
Hey, appreciate all of you guys.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for your work with UNICEF as well. I mean, right now you're at like $450,000 raised so far to help, make the world a safer place for people our age.
I mean, I think you're the first one to ask about.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
we're so
I know.
You guys,
thanks.
You're the first one to ask us that, and this is kind of a big deal because they just launched it not too long ago. Like,
getting the questions.
It's huge. Everybody should be asking this.
For all of you, it's really I've been doing this a while, and I've never really seen anything like it. So it's really special.
They are.
Truly.
And you are too.
Well,
yeah, we are.
Thank you.
We're
love
special.
BTS.
Thanks.
they are special.
Love Zach.
They are
Thank you.
special, and Zach is special because he actually did his job. Like, and he did it well. So, Zach, you're doing a good job, Zach.
You are. You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you for asking good questions and asking about UNICEF and telling them to keep writing in Korean instead of, oh, when are you going to put out an English album? Like, I mean, if that's what they choose to do, but they should not feel like that's what they need to do. I can't, like, this is a soapbox that me and Sue have been on for a while now, so. Oh, so good.
It was so good. And the thing is, aside from all of the really good questions, the fact that he brought up the fact that ARMY is special, they are special, what we have, the movement is special, that meant a lot to me because everybody else is kind of like, oh, ARMY is a bunch of 13-year-old screaming girls. I'm like, no, we're not. They wouldn't be here if we were just a bunch of 13-year-old screaming girls. That was, I really like that.
It's amazing. Like, these lyrics aren't just applicable to teenagers, they are applicable to anybody who listens to them. Like, we've all gone through school, we've all gone through that part of it, but we've also been doing our best and having been told it's not good enough. Had haters or people who've doubted that we can do anything worthwhile, and we prove them wrong. So I mean, it's so cool, and I know ARMY and BTS truly do have something special and unique.
It's very unique. It's like a phenomenon. I've never seen it before ever.
It's not just a fandom. It's a movement.
It's a true family, and yeah, it is. It's a movement because they have a message, and then everybody who connects with that message, it's like you don't even have to know these people. You connect with the message, and all of a sudden, you are family. That's all there is to it. You just are.
Yeah, it's incredible. And even when I was at Disneyland and I saw the girl that was wearing a BTS shirt, and I just went up to her, I was like, BTS. She's like, oh my gosh, who are you?
I died laughing when you told us that because I could just picture it and picture that being done to me. I'd be like, excuse me?
Who are you? How do you know? Because
it doesn't even matter because if they know you're ARMY, it's like there's that immediate connection. It doesn't even matter if you're strangers because all of a sudden you're not.
And then a lot of it is K-pop too, in general. When we go to K-Con, it's the people you stand next to in line, at least for us because that's where we were most of the time was in line. We became really close in that experience. It's just really cool that music can do that, and that's an incredible thing. And the whole fact that they're at the AMAs because ARMY has that kind of power of getting them to that point. They have that kind of power because they're so incredible, but they have the support of ARMY. I feel like in America this might be a passing thing and a bandwagon type thing, but at the same point, they're going to be able to reach many, many people through this performance. And I feel like the people that it truly does touch and they are impressed with, they are going to be followers. They will become ARMY.
But the way that I look at it now, is more like, this is like the drop in the pond that starts the ripple effect.
Yeah.
And the people that need to hear it will hear it, and they will stay. And that's all we need, you know. If this music isn't for people and they don't need that message, they'll move on to something else. And it's really not a big deal, but the people who need to hear it will hear it. And that's good enough. I just appreciated that so much, though. Like the whole interview, the fact that he did his research, he knew who they were, what their music was about, what they were trying to say, everything. That was the perfect way to end my night last night. I was like, now I can go to bed happy.
I'm sure that there's going to be more, but I feel like that was one of the last interviews before they perform tonight. I don't know who else is going to interview them, but I think that's going to be a shining moment for all of ARMY. Okay, well, that was good. We're going to sign off. Thank you, Zach Sang, for doing an amazing interview. 감사합니다. 네. Like and subscribe, and make sure you give your comments about what you thought of the interview, and I wish it was longer, what other questions he should have asked, and if he had more time. Right. I hope that he just gets like more awesome interviews with them, like, and with other K-pop artists as well, like when they come.
Right. Yeah, because now they know that he does good interviews, so he has like that respect.
Yeah, right. So keep up the good work, and then follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you later. Have fun in the AMAs.